real quick, I'm just gonna show you guys how to time your 50cc time trials. I'm gonna grab my 50cc on Shy Guy Falls as well as an example run. Get that plus this. All right, first we're gonna go with the easy. We're gonna just go with the basic premise of it. And also I'm gonna also get real quick my 150cc for extra reference. So there's several sites you can use. I like to use something called Sumless.com because I'm a Mario 1 speedrunner and I use frame count that way. But this frame count system is also used for just basic YouTube frame timing. Or of course you can use the YouTube frame rate timer. I don't know the exact link. 30 or 60 depending on which. I always record at 60, but I notice a lot of people do it in 30. But basically, I'm gonna show what frame exactly the time starts. So basically, this go sign will start showing. You'll see two big snaps here, and then you have two more frames. This is your start frame because the very next frame, the time is starting. This can either you can just go off the go sign, or if like you recorded like the replay, which is like a different camera angle, you can always look at the engine, and sometimes you'll see the engine blasting like this, and in this run it actually is like that. Let me go back some frames here real quick. So standing still, and you've got this blast. And since it's the same cart combo, I know that it's exactly the same as this. So that means we go one frame back. And this is the start frame. So, but I'm gonna look at my run real quick. So so here you've got, there's those two snaps, 1, 2, and you've got that same visual. I'll just copy this debug info, and then go to the end, and this is where it also matters. Timing stops. Oh, whoops! I accidentally skipped 10 seconds forward. Timing stops when this goes away, when the shrooms go away. If the player doesn't have the shrooms on them, like if they only grabbed one item box that whole time, you can just be right, like as soon as you're like the front of tip of your card hits like the middle plane, that's where the race ends. And so you can use that as a visual as well. If there were no mushroom, if there was no mushroom icon here, if you didn't have any extra mushrooms, that's how you know. And you just do copy debug info, place in, and then same thing. And so I'm gonna do it for this one real quick. Let me go back a bit. In this case, it hasn't started yet. It's got the engine blasting, so we just do the frame right before, and it's probably got some like back engine thing there. But we'll do copy debug info. We'll place that in there, and also sets for nerds, that is at 30. So we will just set that to 30. Again, copy debug info. Okay, just making sure that's right. And then it's right at the end. So right here, it's very hard to tell from this angle for me. But I can actually make a nice guesstimate of where this is. So it's not this frame, it is this frame. Because the card is roughly halfway on there at this point. It's basically right here, the tire is barely past that line. It's still a bit about like halfway over here. So this is the frame. And so you do copy debug info, you go here, do that, 209.767. That is the official time. And again, you can see at the very end, at the end of this, yeah, I kind of celebrate here, but point is, you get your middle point across this plane, and yeah, it's stopped. And so that's how you time 50cc attempts.